Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Manning Field and our season opener where the KIPP Panthers will be taking on the St. Mary Spartans. As a reminder, the MIAA promotes good sportsmanship among athletes and fans. So please be on your best behavior. With that in mind, please enjoy the game. The home team KIPP has won the toss and has the first in the second half. gentlemen, we'd like to have your attention, please. All stand for the national anthem. Your coaches for tonight's game, head coach of the Panthers, Coach Jim Rabbit, in his 6th year. And for your visiting team, St. Mary's Spartans, head coach Sean Driscoll.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the opening night of the 2022 football season, and what a way to get it started. 2 Lynn teams, the KIPP Panthers, their home game, taking on the St. Mary's Spartans. St. Mary's has one question at quarterback, and I believe it's going to be Aleph Potter will be the quarterback, but they've got David Brown back, Derek Colangis back. They've had a slew of running backs. They were 1 game away from the Super Bowl last year. They got a lot of these players back. They're looking for a big season. KIPP had a big season as well. So now right away we're going to have bragging rights in the city for the KIPP Panthers and the St. Mary's Spartans. St. Mary's won the toss. They're going to take the football. And the hard part is going to be looking to the left and looking into the sun and being blinded. So hopefully it won't last that long, and we'll get through it. The hard part is going to be picking up KIPP's numbers, because on the dark blue they got light blue. So that's going to be a problem, but we'll do the best we can. KIPP will kick it off. St. Mary's will get the football first. And the 2022 football season will be underway. We've already had several soccer games, the Lynn City Tournament. Tech has played a home game, KIPP has played a home game. We played some volleyball games, the city tournament volleyball. But now we're going to get started with KIPP kicking it off. And he pooched it, a little onside effort, and it winds up dead. And right around the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. They're going to put it to St. Mary's. So the Mary's got pretty good field position. At the 41 is where they'll put it in play. So they got good field position. KIPP tried to get the ball back with the little pooch kick. St. Mary's was able to fall on it. They sent 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. In the spread. It's unusual for St. Mary's to be on the far side here, but they're the visiting team. They run it straight ahead for a big gain.
Number 2, David Brown, the carry for
David Brown gets to the KIPP
down. Gain of about 11.
45. 14 yards and a first down. St. Mary's going quickly.
Number 2, David Brown on the carry, brought down.
Brown again.
Big fumble.
Picked up 6. KIPP picked it off. Back to the 49-yard line. So it looked like they were moving the ball well. KIPP gets it to their 49.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 49.
We have another problem. KIPP put their roster in alphabetical order, and it's hard to find the number when you have to search through it. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Looking to throw. Lets it fly long and deep, and it's picked off by St. Mary's.
And number 10's pass is intercepted by number 14, Tyler Guy. And just like that, the Spartans have it back.
Tyler Guy picked it off. One Satal Singh picked off the first pass for KIPP. Now Guy picks it off for St. Mary's. They have it at the 15-yard line. So they get it back very quickly. 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side. They run to the near side. They pick up about 8.
Tackle made by number 20. And number 5, Victor Mafo.
David Brown
Machado in on the stop.
gets it to the 18, to 23.
6-yard gain.
2nd and 2. They run it wide. They get tripped up, and they're going to lose yardage.
Ball carried by number 2, David Brown.
That was Brown.
Backfield by number 6.
He lost 2. So a big 3rd down play. 3rd and 4.
In the box.
The quick out. Caught. It'll be enough for a 1st down and a little bit more.
Stop by number 5, Jack Marks. Number 20, Dewan Machado on the tackle.
So they pick up the 1st down out to the 29. They picked up 8. And now St. Mary's going very quickly.
Big run by number 8, Derek Calandis, brought down by number 5, Victor Mafo.
Calanges
Spartans will move in
Gets it to the 44. He picked up 15 in the first down. They run it straight ahead again, bouncing it to the outside, getting loose down the sideline.
Big run by number 3, Ernie Panias. Brought down by number 10, Vaughn Settlesing.
Ernie Panias came over from English. Down to the KIPP 35. 21 yards in the first down. Now getting it to the 24. That's Kalangis.
Brought down by number 10, Vaughn Settlesing. After a gain of 11.
11 yards in the first down. St. Mary's on the move. Big hole up the middle. And they cut it back to the outside. They run it in for a touchdown. David Brown.
Puts the Spartans on the board first.
So they go 85 yards in 7 plays.
And the point after is good. Kick made by number 12, Michael Anderson. So with 8:49 in the first quarter, Spartans are up.
Michael Anderson, he was all over the place last year with his foot. So St. Mary stalled on the first one with an interception. They got it back with an interception and went 85 yards in 7 plays, all on the ground. David Brown goes the final 24. David Brown was everything last year, both football and basketball. Made everybody's all-scholastic team. MVP in the Catholic Central League.
Back deep for Kipp. Number 5, Victor Waffle.
So Anderson will kick it off.
And number 32, Demetrius Stopoulos.
So KIPP finds themselves trailing 7-0 quickly. They kick it deep, and it goes out of play.
That kick is head out of bounds. There'll be a penalty on the Spartans.
So they put the ball at the 35-yard line. So KIPP will have it for the second time. They ran one play and threw an interception.
Will get that ball at the 35-yard line after the illegal procedure kick going out of bounds. First and 10 at the 35.
Motion coming to the near side. The quick out. And they're going to get maybe to the line of scrimmage.
Short pass received and completed by number 4, Chanel Gutierrez.
So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Brought down by a host of tacklers for no gain. Bring up second down.
Rib Rabbit is the head guy for KIPP. Sean Driscoll for St. Mary's. They fill the backfield now. Now they send motion, rolling, looking. They let it fly deep. Tipped and caught.
The connection from number 10, Vaughn Settlesing. Big Janelle Gutierrez. And move the ball down to the 30. The first and 10.
They put it at the St. Mary's 30. 35 yards and a first down. Quarterback KIPP, he slides inside the 30.
Second and 9.
Nothing doing there.
And the wild snap is caught by number 14, Blaze Vadamosi. No gain.
Plays
Bring up third down and 9.
Gradamosi lost a yard. Third and 9. High snap. They hold on to it, run straight ahead. He's going to be a couple of yards shy of the first down.
Number 10, Juan Celestine on the carry, brought down by number 2, David Brown. And 5. Fourth and short.
They need a couple, just about 3. Incomplete. Receiver went down.
Incomplete. The Panthers will turn it over to the Spartans.
And the drive will end there at the 23-yard line. St. Mary's will take over. They send the double wideouts to the far side this time. Looking to throw. They let it fly deep, too far, into the St. Mary's bench area.
Number 13's pass falls incomplete. Alex Potter. Pass was intended for number 2, David Brown. We'll bring up second down and 10.
Second and 10. As they go quickly, they run it straight ahead, slipping a tackle. Second to the outside. That's going to be a first down.
Number 8, Derek Galantis on the carry, brought down by number 14.
Kalangis with the carry.
Enough to move the chains for the Spartans.
Got to the 33.
First and 10.
Picked up exactly 10. They run it straight ahead again. They found a hole.
Ball carried by number 2, David Brown.
Brown with the carry.
10, Juan Celestine. We have timeout, KIPP.
Kip's going to take a timeout. They got to the 46. They picked up 13 and a first down.
Castro in on that stop.
So they stopped him on their first drive with an interception. They went down 85 yards the second time. And now we've got just under 5 minutes left in this first period. St. Mary's on the move again. They found a home running straight ahead at that KIPP offense. The offensive line for St. Mary's doing the job, opening up holes.
74 degrees and sunny. Perfect day for football.
You get a look at Sean Driscoll. talking to the troops. So football is back. This being Friday night, Patriots will start Sunday, and Lynn team's going at it here tonight. As you look, pretty good crowd on a really nice night. Probably a little warm. And for those of you watching this, you're getting a look at the brand new Manning Field, completely restarted, new track, new field, everything new. The quick out. Caught. Extra yardage there.
Number 10, Dick Sacco on the carry.
They get to the KIPP 47. They picked up 7 yards. Sacco was the catch. He was big in basketball when St. Mary's won the state championship. They bounced it to the outside. Nice little move. Now they got to catch him. They're not going to. He's gone.
And a touchdown by number 2, David Brown.
David Brown gave a couple of nice little shake and bake moves, froze the defense, used that great speed to pick up his second touchdown. 47 yards. Four plays, it took him to go 77 yards.
And the extra point is good.
Anderson's good again.
That'll make it 14 for the Spartans.
So a big first period for the Spartans. Still a little over 3 minutes left, so plenty of time for KIPP, but they got to get something going. They stalled their first drive with an interception after they picked a St. Mary's pass to get the ball. They picked up a first down, but then they had a big 35-yard pass play, got them a first down, but then they turned it over on 4 downs, and St. Mary's takes it 77 yards to grab a 2-touchdown lead, and Anderson will kick it off again. At the 25-yard line. Coming to the near side. Nice return. Bumped out of bounds.
And number 2. Marnell Castro on the return.
I had Xavier Rodriguez with the return.
Near the 45-yard line for the Panthers.
They're going to mark it at the 46. So KIPP gets pretty good field position there. They had Castro with the return. I had Rodriguez. I'll give them both credit. So 1st and 10 there. Settle Singh, the quarterback. They're looking to throw on every down. They let it fly wide open on the sideline. There's a flag on the play, I think.
Flag on the play.
Let's see what the flag is about. Looks like it's coming back. I don't know if somebody was in motion. So the big play gets wiped out. They'll move it back to the KIPP 41, where it'll be 1st and 15.
Thank you. Business is business.
First and 15 with 3.5 left in this first period. A big win for St. Mary's. They've had the ball 3 times. They've scored twice.
A penalty will push KIPP back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 at the 39-yard line. 41, excuse me.
Cutting it to the outside. Gets wrapped up. Stays on his feet. And
And number 20, Joven Machado on the scamper. Almost breaks away for more. Second and long.
got to the 38. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the 38. So we lost 3. Gonna be 2nd and 18. Looking to throw, in trouble, getting away. Dumps it off. Caught. He'll be a yard shy of the first down.
Now by number 24, Andrew Gonzalez. Nice big gain of about 14. Little short for a first down, so we're at 3rd down and 1.
To the St. Mary's 46. 16 yards. Now we got flags all over the place.
We got a false start against the Panthers, and now we'll cost them some yards.
And another penalty will push him back.
Now making 3rd down and 6.
They go back to midfield. So instead of needing 1, they need 6, and now they lost the ball. St. Mary says they have it. Referee says they have it.
And it is recovered by St. Mary's. But they will take over at the 36-yard line.
I believe it was George Iliopoulos. At the KIPP 43. So they lost 7 yards in the play. Again, they were moving the ball, and penalties hurt them. They had 3rd and 1. It wound up 3rd and 6, and now they fumble the ball. He got hit hard. Quick out, caught by Marks.
Pass complete. Caught by number 5, Jack Marks.
To the 38. They picked up 5. 2nd down and 5. St. Mary's going very quickly. Bouncing it to the outside, staying on his feet, falling forward, close to a first down.
David Brown on the carry. Brought down by number 73, Denzel Gomez. Number 77, Aramis Suarez, with the hand in there to slow it down.
They picked up 5 in the first down. And now they're slipping and falling.
Number 13, Alec Potter on the keep. Brought down by number 73, Denzel Gomez.
They picked up a yard to the 32. They try to run it straight ahead. They run into their own man. Now they get tied up. Still managed to get a couple of yards.
Number 8, Derek Galanges on the carry, brought down by number 5, Victor Lampo.
Inside at the 29, he picked up 3. Looked like he was going to lose yardage. 3rd down and 6. The quick out to Brown. Sleds a tackle, sheds another tackle, stays on his feet, easily with the 1st down.
Screen pass caught by number 2, David Brown.
Just get it to him out in the open field, and it's going to be very hard to tackle him. They got to the 11. 18 yards and a 1st down. They almost lost it. They got control of it, and they get to the 9-yard line.
Stopping the play. Flag on the play.
I believe that was the end of the period. All St. Mary's, and they're threatening again.
While we wait for this call, there are raffle tickets being sold.
Holding against St. Mary's. I thought that was the end of the period, but it wasn't. It was the end of the period, but they'll be penalized.
At $1 each. Cash app are accepted, and we do have Zelle.
The officials are in a huddle now.
And if anyone lost a key in the men's room,
The line of scrimmage was the 16.
concession stand. If you've lost a key or set of keys in the men's room, you can find them at the concession stand.
I thought that was the end of the period.
$12 for 10, $7 for 5, and $1 each. 50-50 sales. Winner takes half.
Long discussion with the officials, figuring out what they're going to do.
The penalty was against St. Mary's.
It was the last play of the period. So they're going to march St. Mary's off, and now they'll now be going from right to left on your screen. They mark it to the 26. So it'll be 1st and 20. First and 20 from the 26 with the 10-yard penalty. Wipe out the 7-yard scamper by Galanges. Galanges was also Brown, all these guys, Marks, Sacco, were all a big part of the St. Mary's state championship basketball team. So that both St. Mary's boys and girls are going to be loaded with all the talent they have coming back.
So it'll be 1st and 20 from the 26-yard line.
So 1st and 20. They're at the 26. They need a 6 for a 1st down. Long discussion with the officials. They finally put it down. We're going to get back to football as we start the 2nd period. Looking to throw. In trouble. Rolling, going to keep it. And didn't get a lot. Picked up a yard.
By quarterback number 13, Adam Potter. Was out of bounds after about a yard or so.
So he picked up a yard. They're being very tight now, no wide receivers. They run it off the left side with a big hole, getting inside the 20. David Brown. They mark it at the 20 for a pickup of 5. So it'll be 3rd and 14. Obviously in 4-down territory here. They spread out a little bit. Motion coming to the near side. Motion man gets the ball, turns the corner, steps up, steps away, gets down to about the 11-yard line, 12-yard line. Panius gets to the 12. He picked up 8. So a big 4th down. They need 6. Big 4th down play for both teams. 3 wideouts to the far side, 2 to the near side. Looking to throw. They let it fly. Caught, dropped. They were looking for David Brown again. So KIPP holds. And St. Mary's stopped for the first time since the first series. They were looking for 3 scores in a row. They were driving. And again, both sides have been hurt by penalties, especially KIPP. But St. Mary's got hurt that time with the big holding penalty. And they turn it over at the 20, at the 15-yard line. Excuse me. They put it at the 10-yard line. No, I'm sorry, they got it back at the 12. I thought they KIPP a couple of yards. The ball's at the 12. Again, looking to throw. Caught. And they just knock him down. Vic Mappo. They put it down to St. Mary's 48. They let it fly long and deep again. Great diving catch. Looked like it was overthrown. What a great catch. 2 great catches, 2 great plays. St. Mary's going to take a timeout. First one was 40. That one was 37. So all of a sudden, St. Mary's was driving, looked like they might go up 3 scores. They turned the ball over. KIPP is stuck at their 12-yard line. And they reach back. Settle Singh let it fly. And Vic Maffo made 2 great catches. The last one was an ESPN highlight tape. That was a tremendous, I thought, incomplete, overthrown. He dove and made a tremendous catch. And all of a sudden, KIPP has it 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. "77 yards in 2 pass plays." with the keep, running to the right side, getting inside, maybe picked up 4 or 5.
Number 10, Juan Celestine on the carry. And on the tackle, number 4, Brady O'Leary.
They give him the 7 for 4. They run it straight ahead right into a lot of white shirts. They didn't get a lot there. Nothing on the play.
Number 20, Joseph Machado on the carry.
3rd and 6.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
Double wideouts to either side. Looking to throw. In trouble. Slips away. Looking for the corner.
Number 10, Juan Celestine.
If he get to the 1, he's got a first down.
Number 2, David Brown, around the 2-yard line.
They gave him the 2. So here we go, 4th down and a yard.
And that'll bring up 4th down and short.
Actually inside the 2, so need about a yard and a half. And we're going to get a timeout.
And we'll take a timeout here on injury.
Actually, it's a timeout for St. Mary's player down in the end zone with an injury.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are standing up at the railing, we ask you to please find a seat.
It's a very warm night. So you get down, when it's warm, it's even hotter down in that field. Just had to announce it. It happens all the time. A lot of people just stand up down in front of everybody, down in front, up against the last bastion, the last fence. I don't even know why they're measuring. He needs about a half a yard. Ball's just inside the 2. They need the 1. So a huge play for KIPP, trailing by 2 scores. Settlesing almost picked up the first down. David Brown just knocked him out inside the 2. And the first big play for KIPP in this new season comes up. 4th down, and maybe the length of a football and a half, or maybe just a football. Miss Gagnon, the trainer, out there doing her normal duties, tending to the people getting knocked around. Hopefully he's okay. He's favoring that right ankle or right foot when he's walking out under his own power, so hopefully he's okay. So we'll get back to football. And again, the first big play of the season for KIPP. Three wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. I don't think they're going to see the ball. You would think it would be the quarterback straight ahead. High snap. He's going to run to the far side. He gets hit.
And quarterback
I don't think he made it. I don't think he made it. I can't believe they didn't run straight ahead. They needed about a foot and a half. He tried to sweep to the left. He got slowed down, then knocked down. And he didn't gain anything. And St. Mary stops him. So St. Mary's will take over at their 2-yard line. They keep everybody in tight. Motion coming. And the motion went too. That's all it's going to cost them is a yard. They can't go any further. So that'll push it back to the 1. Motion coming to the near side. They ran a play to the far side. Looked like a huge play, but they blew the whistle quickly. They move it back to the 1. So 1st and 11. Off the right side. They get out to about the 8.
Number 8, Belonger's on the carry. Brought down by number 3. Xavier Rodriguez.
Picked up 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Straight ahead.
Ball carried by number 8, Derek
Kalangis again gets to the 11.
Xavier Rodriguez.
So it'll be 3rd down and a yard. A little more than halfway, almost halfway through the second period. And we go. St. Mary's was bouncing around. Looked like they were a little bit undecided. So Sean Driscoll said, "Wait a minute, timeout. We don't want to have to get a 5-yard penalty here." So 3rd down and a yard coming up. St. Mary's leading at 14-0. KIPP just got stalled on 4th and inches. And they try to run it wide instead of going straight ahead. And it cost them big time. Now St. Mary's trying to squeeze out of trouble. Just under 7 minutes left in this first half. A big night here is a doubleheader. Classical playing Lexington in the second game. Lynn Tech will make their debut tomorrow night. English is on the road tonight. So everybody getting in the action. They keep it. They throw it deep. Knocked down. They had a man open, and they kind of lobbed it up. I'm kind of surprised St. Mary's, they needed a yard. They've been running the ball very well. So both teams kind of surprised me with their calls here. And it looks like St. Mary's is going to kick it away. They had a man open, but they waited a little bit, and then they floated it, and KIPP was able to get back and get a hand on it and knock it away. High snap, and almost went over his head. High short kick. Let's see where they mark it out. KIPP is going to get very good field position.
34-yard line where the Panthers will take over with good field position. 6.5 to go in the first half.
They mark it at the 31-yard line of St. Mary's. So KIPP gets very good field position. They'd love to score. Get back in it. They get the ball to start the second half. Big opportunity for KIPP. Two wideouts to either side. They bounce it outside. They have to make sure it was a pass, not a lateral. So it'll be 2nd and 10. St. Mary's missed in their first possession, throwing an interception. KIPP gave it back with interception. St. Mary's scored the next two possessions. Long drives, 87 and 77 yards. They came close again, turned it over, and now they turn it over. Rolling to the near side, keeping it. Now trying to let it fly. It got tipped, it got picked, but it got picked out of bounds. Settlesing, rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Thank you for your cooperation.
They move the ball back to the 44-yard line. I'm not sure what.
We have a holding penalty on that play that pushes the Panthers back quite a bit.
It winds up an 8-yard penalty. They called it from the spot of the foul, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't know if he went over the line of scrimmage. He's in trouble now. He slides to the 41.
Quarterback slide, number 10, Warren Celestine, and the key. Gain of about 4 yards. Be third and long.
He picked up 3. It's going to be 3rd down. Actually, they gave him the 42 for 2. They need half the length of Western Avenue for a first down. They're outside the 40. They got to get to the 20. Dropping back, looking to throw, flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly, almost picked off. He had a player open. Roughing the passer against St. Mary's. I think it was Nicholas Marks that almost picked that off. I'm not sure what they're marking this off from the spot of the foul. It's still not going to be, unless it's an automatic first down. They're still going to need a lot for a first down. They're marking it off from the 48-yard line. They gave him 15 yards. from the 48-yard line. So the first penalty was like 8 yards. This one is 15, but now it's third down again. And it makes it a first down. They didn't come close to getting a normal first down, but it's an automatic first down at the 37-yard line. The original line of scrimmage was the 31. Now they're going to get 4 new downs. They double the wideouts to either side. They fake the motion. They hit it. The ball's on the ground. And they're going to wind up losing back to the 40-yard line. Luckily, they used the ball. Mapple was going in motion. It fumbled. He was able to get it. But they lose yardage. To the 40, they lose 3 yards. It'll be second down and 12. Actually, second down and 13. They almost gave that ball away. If the defensive player didn't actually wrap up the quarterback, he would have had a chance to go get the football. Mappo picked it up. They would have lost a lot more. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the second period, 14-0 St. Mary's. 3 wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Dropping back, flushed out, going to get drilled and knocked down. Marks and Sacco combined. KIPP takes a timeout. They lost 10 more. So they got a break with that penalty. They gave them a fresh set of downs. And now they're in trouble again. It's going to be 3rd and 23. Just under 4 minutes left in this first half. KIPP was hoping they had the ball 4th down and inches, and instead of running straight ahead, they tried to go wide. They didn't make it. They turned it over. If they had gone in and scored, they could be looking to get within a touchdown and get the ball to start the second half. But now they're having all kinds of trouble. Quarterback has been flushed out of the pocket. He's had to throw the ball on the run. A couple of passes he made the first couple of plays of this second period, he was able to stand, set up, lean in and throw the ball. And he made 2 great passes, and Mapple made 2 great catches. But then they came up short, and since then, he's been running for his life, trying to get the pass off. Now they push him from the 37 to midfield. So 3rd and 23. Yeah. Some question about what they're going to run. Settleshank came over to the sideline to talk to the coach. He's in trouble again. Rolling to his left. Out of bounds inside the 45. They put it at the 44. He picked up 6. So it's going to be 4th and 17. They're going to have to kick it away. So they had a couple of golden opportunities. They blew one, and they got a break with the penalty. Gave them 4 new fresh downs. And then St. Mary sacked them again. So they'll punt it away. And St. Mary's will hold on to their 14-0 lead. High snap. In trouble. Got away from one and kicks it away. Good job. That's an outstanding job. Not only that, he got it inside the 5 to the 3.
Gets it down into deep. About the 3-yard line.
What an outstanding job by Mappo. He was back for the punt. The snap was a little bit high. They were in on him. It would have blocked him. He faked one, got by, and then was able to kick it. Not only kick it, but he kicked it down to the 3-yard line. And now St. Mary's with a run, and they're going to take it to the house.
Looks like that might be a hold.
There's a flag on the play. It's coming back. That was going to be 97 yards. So again, the penalty's not going to hurt. It's only going to go like the 2 or the 1.5. That's got to be heartbreaking. Got the run, made it, beat everybody downfield.
That'll be a 10-yard spot foul.
They called it from the spot of the foul at the 20. And St. Mary's gets penalty to the 10.
So it'll be a first down still.
They're giving him a first down. I would have thought
But at the 15.
it would have been 2nd and 3, but instead it's going to be, they get a first down. They start all over again. They run it, try to run it straight ahead. Nothing doing there.
Number 8, Derek Calanders on the carry.
Calanders just got a yard. Second and 9. So penalties have been big on both sides. Looking to throw, they let it fly. Was he inbounds?
By number 10, Ron Settlesing.
It was picked. That's the second time that Settlesing has picked off a pass.
Now we'll turn it over.
So St. Mary's turns it over. And KIPP gets another life. They put it to 31. This is where they started the last time. When St. Mary's kicked it away. Again, double wideouts to either side. KIPP now will try to beat the clock. They throw it deep. Flag on the play. That might be interference.
Flag on the play.
The defender was running right in the face of the receiver, didn't turn to the ball, and that might be interference. If they put it at the spot of the foul, it's going to be down around the 7-yard line. I thought it was from the line of scrimmage. So they'll mark it off.
We have a pass interference against the Spartans.
They mark it down
Now move the chains for the Panthers.
to the 15. A 16-yard penalty.
First down to 15.
First down at the 15. Still plenty of time for KIPP to get a couple of timeouts left as well. Blocked at the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete pass. They'll bring up second down.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. All of a sudden you can hear a pin drop here at Manning Field. Everybody was rooting, screaming, yelling, and everybody got tired at the same time. Three wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. In trouble, going to get hit and knocked down.
And the quarterback is taken down by number 10.
Sacco with the crunch. They go backwards again to the 27. They lost 12 yards. Third and 22. KIPP is taking 2 steps forward and 6 steps back on these drives. They've had great field position, especially inside the 2-yard line, but they've been in St. Mary's territory virtually the entire second period. But they can't block that St. Mary's front defensive line. They just keep getting to the quarterback and they're dominating up front. They try to run it and they can't.
Number 20, Joel Machado on the carry, brought down by number 55.
Machado got hit.
Tommy Velasquez.
Nothing on the play. So now it's 4th and 22.
Bring up fourth down and long.
We're down to the final 40 seconds and counting. Looking, rolling, has to let it fly. Broken up. It would have been way shy of the first down anyway. At the last minute, St. Mary's may get to the ball quickly, knocked it down, and I'd be surprised if St. Mary's just doesn't take a knee here. 17 seconds showing on the clock.
Will turn over here. St. Mary's will take over.
So I would think they would just, unless they want to throw a long pass downfield, thinking even an interception would be like a punt.
Remaining in this first half. Spartans up 14-0.
KIPP will get the ball to start the second half, but they're going to be talking themselves going in. They had it 4th and inches. They got stopped. They've had it 3 times inside the 35 here in the second period. They went backwards instead of forwards. They wound up with 4th and long. Yeah, it's 4th and over 20. 3 times. They got a break with a penalty that gave them a first down. and they lost it again. They slip a tackle.
Number 2, David Brown on the carry. Brought down by number 58.
That's going to do it.
Yeah, and that's the half, ladies and gentlemen.
So he picked up 2 as the clock runs out. So St. Mary's missed on their first. They threw an interception, but they got it back with an interception. They went 85 yards in 7 plays. Brown went the final 24. Anderson with his first place kick. They then stopped KIPP. They turn it over. St. Mary's goes 77 yards in 4 plays. Brown goes 47. Anderson with another kick. And that's where we are. St. Mary's 14, KIPP nothing at halftime.
second half.
Welcome back to the refurbished Manning Field as we get set to start the second half. KIPP will get the football. They trail 14-0, and St. Mary's dominated the score and dominated the stat sheet as well. St. Mary's rushed for 198, passed for 35. KIPP passed for 129 with those two major passes, three big passes in the first period. They passed for 120, but they ran for minus 11, only had 3 first downs. St. Mary's had 11 first downs, but no first downs in the second period for St. Mary's. David Brown ran for 111. Colangis for 58. Panius had 3 rushes for 29. And they'll kick it off, and KIPP will get the football first. Picking it up at the 13-yard line, coming to the near side. Wrapped up. Tommy Falasco with the hit.
At the 32-yard line to get the second half of football.
They put it
underway.
at the 32.
See, we have some quarterbacks in the house. Kenneth Vito.
This will be one of the few times that, in a long time, the KIPP has snapped the ball in their own end. St. Mary's didn't get a first down in the second period because KIPP virtually controlled the entire second period. Running it to the near side and wrapped up.
Ball carried by number 20, Joseph Machado. Brought down by number 50, Tyler Cunningham.
Tyler Cunningham with the hit just wrapped him up and took him down at the 35. They picked up 3. It'll be second down and 7. Double wideouts to either side. They run it again straight ahead, bouncing off a couple of people.
It's run by number 20, Joseph Machado.
Machado gets it to the 40.
Number 50, 55, Velasco.
Velasco again in on the hit. So another big third down. Third and a couple from their own 40-yard line. Mentioning in a big night, classical football team will take over after this, and then Lynn Tech will be here tomorrow night, and we'll have the consolation championship rounds of the Lynn City soccer tournament in the morning. They blow the whistle, and that usually means KIPP is going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So that makes it a little more difficult. Now they need 7. The defensive front for St. Mary's has gobbled KIPP up. They've been on top of the quarterback all night long, either hitting him, knocking him down, or forcing him to scramble and throw on the run. That and a few penalties have really cost KIPP. The Panthers really struggling. He was going to try and throw, but he had no chance. I think that was Sacco. He had his back turned, and before he even turned around, Sacco knocked him down. They put it down at the 24. He lost 11. They'll have to kick it away. Deep man, St. Mary's is just inside midfield. They get the kick away. And St. Mary's is going to get good field position at their own 46. So at the St. Mary's 46 is where they'll put it in play. So the question mark coming in for St. Mary's is who was going to fill in a quarterback. Ayla Potter has done a very nice job. From the 41. The one time St. Mary's, both times when St. Mary's had mediocre field position, they went 85 yards and 77 yards. Cutting it to the outside, getting a step and almost an extra step.
Ball carried by number 8, Derek Hernandez. Brought down by number 2, Marinel Castro. Gain of 9. Second and 1.
9 yards. They try to run straight ahead. They don't get anything done, and the flag on the play.
Ball carried by number 2, David Brown.
Brown ran into a host of blue shirts,
By number 58,
and there was a flag on the play as well.
Yannick Wright. And number 78, Kenneth Clayton. We have a flag on the
Personal foul, face back against KIPP. They finally make a defensive play.
We have a penalty against the Panthers that will push them back. Personal foul.
They mark it down to the 32.
Penalty will push them back 15 yards.
That's a 13-yard penalty. Line of scrimmage was the 45. So 1st and 10. They're waiting for the change to be moved down on the far side. So again, a penalty. They made the big defensive play, but the penalty cost them. Starting to the near side, cutting it to the far side. Going to walk in easily.
And another touchdown by number 2, David Brown. That'll put another 6 on the board for the Spartans.
David Brown gets his
We
third.
have the winner 50-50 ticket. So if you bought a 50-50 raffle ticket, get your ticket out now. The number is 324-747. 324-747.
So they go 54 yards in 2 plays, helped by
To the concession stand.
the penalty.
Number is 324.
Anderson will look for his third,
And on the PA
and he boots it through. St. Mary's goes over 239 yards rushing, over 200 yards with 239. Brown has got 143 rushing. And St. Mary's once again will kick it off. Anderson notched his third extra point. Somebody's going to be scooping Anderson up. He's been virtually perfect all of last year. He's perfect starting this year. He's got a foot and a half. A little bit of a pooch.
Number 2, Marnell Castro Fields.
Inside the 35 is where they're going to put it down.
Stop near the 34-yard line. Panthers will take it 1st and 10.
So they put it at the 34. They'll have it for the second time, and we're halfway through this third period. St. Mary's has pushed that lead to 21-0. Brown picking up his third touchdown. He's going 24, 47, and now 32. Looking, trying to go back the other way. It got blocked. Rolled to the near side, and just as he was turning back, he got crunched and he knocked the ball down. The front four for St. Mary's has dominated this game. They're all over the quarterback. He doesn't have the chance to look anyplace. He's got about 2 seconds to get rid of the football. Second and 10 from the 34. Here they come again. He's in trouble again, running for his life. He slides and drops at about the 36. He'll pick up 2 yards. He slid and he's still down. They're going to put it at the 35. He picked up a yard. So he only picked up a yard. Again, forced out of the pocket, running for his life. And that's been the story. He slid and went down, and he's still down. And they're working on him. We hope he's going to be okay. He's had a tough night. Every time as the ball is snapped to him, he's got 1, 2, 3 white shirts all over him. That time he got, again, forced out of the pocket, forced to run. As he was turning the corner, it dried up right away. He went down, had to try and slide to avoid getting crunched. They're helping him up. And he's very gingerly. It looks like he's going to be okay. He's gingerly coming to the sideline. And now he collapses as he gets to the sideline. So that's going to be a tough spot for them. Third and 9 from the 35-yard line. Looked like it was going to be Xavier Rodriguez, the new quarterback. Little pitch, it didn't fool anybody. Surely didn't fool Nick Sacco. Machado got drilled. Sacco's having a game and a half. They put it at the 27. They lose 8. They got 3 first downs, and one of them was a 15-yard penalty against St. Mary's. 6 minutes and counting. In trouble. Couldn't get the kickoff. He gets it out shy of the 30-yard line. St. Mary's is going to get outstanding field position. Again, they were all over the punter. He only got it out to the 29. So St. Mary's with a gift. 3 wideouts to the near side. Off the left side, bouncing around, staying on his feet, walking in. Kalangis walks in. He goes 29. He's 4 yards shy of 100. And with that, they went over 300 yards of offense. And Anderson kicks it through again. And St. Mary's will kick it off again. "29 yards in one play." Big start for the Spartans. KIPP just hasn't been able to get anything going. You look back to where they had 4th down and inches, and they opted to try and go wide and got shut down, didn't get it, and they haven't been close since. They've had good field position in the second period. They control the second period, but every time they got a break, if we got the ball back, they'd get dropped for a loss. They couldn't run the ball, and they didn't get much passing yards. They had passing in the first half, but not in the second half. And now the kick is down to the 26. And that's where they'll put it in play. At the 26. I guess we'll call it the 27. About the 26 and a half. Just over 5 minutes left in this third period. It's been all St. Mary's. KIPP can't run the ball at all. They're minus 19 yards rushing. And he completed 1 pass. And we got motion, I believe, again against KIPP. No, they called a timeout. They completed their first 2 plays of the second period. They completed 2 passes for 77 yards to get down to the 11. And that's 77 of the 129 they have. They had two big passes to get them close in the first period. And those 4 completions have been the story of their offense. .77 in the second period, 52 in the first period, and that's been it. Those 4 passes. As I mentioned, they only have 3 first downs, and one of them was a 15-yard penalty against St. Mary's. The other, they picked up 2. Actually, they had 4 first downs. From the 26, 27. Illegal procedure against KIPP.
And we have a flag on the play. A false start.
So I mentioned before, they take 3 or 4 steps forward, they take 6 or 7 back. Rabbit, the coach in his 6th year, is trying to come up with something, trying to understand what's going on. They just can't get going. They can't block that front of St. Mary's. And that might be St. Mary's offside. No, they're calling it against KIPP.
And we have an injury.
We're going to play it down. St. Mary's is almost like anticipating the snap count, and they're just busting loose. And I thought that might have been St. Mary's offside because they came rushing up, but they called it against KIPP. It's been a penalty-filled game for the Panthers of KIPP. We mentioned tomorrow we'll have the Lynn City Soccer Tournament, consolations and championship rounds. And then Lynn Tech will get into it tomorrow night. I want to say Essex Tech they're playing. I'm not really positive about that. KIPP player is still down, one of those linemen. Linemen just cannot handle St. Mary's. Especially Sacco and Falaska. And Jack Marks is part of that as well, I think. They are just full head of steam going after the quarterback, and they're getting him and forcing him to out of the pocket. They forced the punter. They couldn't punt the ball. They wound up losing. They forced the quarterback to go right, left, throw the ball on the fly. Let's hope the young man's going to be okay. He's sitting up, but it looks like they're going to try and help him off. This is going to make it even worse. One of the linemen. The line is the problem. You get a shot of the crowd. A nice crowd here tonight on a very nice night. It's cooled off a little bit now, but it's comfortable. Just under 5 minutes left in this third period. And very gingerly, kind of dragging that right foot.
Please stay in the stands. Thank you very much.
So he marked it back to the 17. So it's 1st and 20.
First and long.
The quick out. Just about back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 4, Chanel Gutierrez. Short game. We'll bring up second down and long.
2nd and 20 from the 17. Two wideouts to either side. Hole up the middle, he gets a few, but that's going to be about it.
Number 2, Cornell Castro on the carry.
Castro with the carry. Gets it back to the 22. They still haven't got back to the line of scrimmage.
Gets the ball out to the 22-yard line.
He picked up 5. But they still need 15 on this third down.
Folks, up standing by the front fence, I would ask you to please find a seat. Thank you for your cooperation. If you are standing up at the front fence on the home stand, please find a seat. If you are on the fence in the front on the home side, please find a seat. Thank you for your cooperation. Tell your friends. Let's go. Eric, let's go. Move it. Let's go. Off the fence, guys. Let's go, guys, on the left. Let's
We're
go.
going to timeout.
Please, thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. The rest of us, thank you also.
So KIPP took over at their 27. They got 2 penalties, pushing them back to the 17. Castro picked up 5 on a run, but now it's 3rd and 15. And they've had trouble running it. They've also had trouble punting it. The last time they tried to punt,
We're going to ask you to please find a seat.
they turned it over.
Thank you.
It gave St. Mary's excellent field position. Kalangis made him pay by going 29 yards for the touchdown. Coaches on the sideline, Rabbit and his assistants, trying to come up with something, trying to unlock the offense. They're under pressure all night long. They just can't handle the pressure by the front 3 or 4 of St. Mary's. Sackles had a big night defensively for St. Mary's. And they're just not blocking him. And they're going after him again. They dump it. Caught. Nowhere near a first down. They get to the 33 for a pickup of 11. Looks like they're going to go. They need 5. And they might have got a first down there with St. Mary's going offside. So now the penalty against St. Mary's is going to keep KIPP with the ball. So that's their 5th first down of the game, and that's their 2nd by way of penalty by St. Mary's. They'll hold on to the football so they don't have to go for it on 4th down. They get a fresh set of downs. And the pass is incomplete.
Celtics pass falls incomplete, intended for number 5, Victor Mako.
Clock is stopped. Just under 2 minutes left in this 3rd period. St. Mary's comfortably ahead, 28-0. They started to the near side, break it to the far side. They pick up a couple of yards.
Number 14, Blaine Badamosi on the carry.
They got it to the 42 for a pickup of 4. They can't get out of the minus in the rushing column. Nothing doing there. They hand it off and they hit him right at the line of scrimmage. They lose a couple.
Brought down by a host of defenders. That'll bring a 4th down for the Panthers.
So 4th and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen who are standing at the fence on the home side, please take a seat. You have to keep the front area clear. Thank you. Gentlemen on the left, black top, white t-shirt, need you off the fence, please. Thank you.
They go for it on 4th down. They need 8. Clock winding down. They just get it off. This will be the last play. He gets away from the pressure, lets it fly. I don't know why St. Mary's picked it off, but they did.
And so Saints pass is picked up by number 6, Maddox Romero.
Maddox Romero picked it off.
And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter.
That was the last play of the period. St. Mary's should have knocked the pass down. They would have had the ball at the 40-yard line of KIPP. So St. Mary's had it twice in the second period. They scored both times. David Brown getting one, Kalangis the other. And we've got 12 minutes left in this opening game of the 2022 season here on TV 15. St. Mary's well over 300 yards of offense. So instead of having it at the KIPP 40, St. Mary's will have it at the St. Mary's 28 with that interception. They run it straight ahead. Might have got two.
Number 8, Kalangis on the carry, stopped by number 73. Gomez on that stop.
They gave him a yard. He needs 3 for 100. Coming to the near side, slipping a tackle, staying on his feet, still on his feet, bouncing around, still loose down the sideline. Finally gets knocked out of bounds.
Kalangis on the carry. Big stop by number 2, Marnell Castro.
Kalangis goes over 100 yards.
Brings it into
Looked like they had him nailed at the line of scrimmage. He kept bouncing off.
29-yard line going in.
So he goes from the 29 to the 29. He picks up 42 yards.
Derek Kalangis on the carry, brought down by number 5, Victor Marco.
Second down and 8. They run it off the right side. I think that was Gene Diaz. Picked up a yard. 3rd and 7. As we got a couple of new faces out there.
Number 11, Michael Morgan on the quarterback keep, brought out the bounds.
Tyler Guy with the carry.
Plays back mostly.
Comes up limping a little bit. He got it to the 19 for a pickup of 7.
And that will move the chains.
And I was going to say that should be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19.
Squirreling ahead, breaking a tackle, bouncing around. We said Kalangis before, but it's actually Michael Morgan doing the carrying.
Who dances around for a gain of 6 yards.
He turned something into nothing. He got to the 13-yard line, picked up 6. He's got 51 yards in relief. We thought it was number 8, but it wasn't. It was number 11. And they give it to him again. He runs straight ahead, down near the 5-yard line.
Ball carried by Derek Commanders, stopped by number 24, Andrew Gonzalez.
They put it at the 5.
Give the Spartans a first
He
down.
picked up 8 more.
It'll be first and goal at the 6-yard line.
He's got 59 yards.
Spartans threatening here. Defense needs to make a stand. Ball carried by number 13, Alan Potter, brought down by number 5, Victor Martin.
Potter. Gets a yard to the 4. Bouncing around.
Ball carried by number 8, Derek Commanders. Brought down by a host of tackles.
And I gave Michael Morgan all that notoriety, but it wasn't Michael Morgan. It was Kalangis with all that carrying. He gets another yard to the 3. So David Brown and Kalangis both going over 100 yards. Third and goal from the 3. Just past the halfway mark of this third and final period. Wideouts everywhere, but they're not going to get the ball. They give it Kalangis, and he runs it in.
And number 8, Derek Commanders is in for the touchdown on the short scamper.
$71 yards
And the PAT is good.
in 10 plays.
That'll put the Spartans up 35.
Anderson with the kick again. So Shamiris has scored on all 3 possessions here in the second half. They've broken that 14-0 lead at halftime, pushed it to 35-0 here. And with the 35-0 score in the 4th period, the clock runs and will not stop.
Back deep is received number 5, Victor Marco.
So David Brown gets 3, Kalangis gets 2. Kick it to the 20-yard line. With a head of steam up, he's got some room. The kicker is the only one there to hit him. And Anderson, the kicker, makes the save.
Big return.
Castro with an outstanding return. They would at least like to get on the board. That was a great return. He had one man to beat the kicker, Anderson. Made a great open field tackle. He got congratulated by his teammates. The ball's at the St. Mary's 33. So the only thing left is they got to beat the clock because the clock is not going to stop. That was the new rule put in, I believe it was last year, maybe the year before. You get to a certain score in the game in the fourth period. If you get to it in the second period, incomplete the pass right at the goal line. I was looking to see if anybody caught it. So the clock just keeps running.
Pass broken up by number 14, Tyler Guy. Sorry, 24. Armory Merriman.
Three wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Quick out, caught. Finally dragged down, first down.
By number 5, Mr. Boffo. Brings it down to about the 17-yard line for the Panthers.
Apple's played very well. They got to hurry because the clock keeps running. Down to the 17. 16 yards and a first down. Looking to throw.
Pass complete. Caught by number 2, Darnell Castro. Brings it down to the 10-yard line.
Picked up 7.
Final minute here.
Down to a minute and counting. All kinds of time, incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete. The running clock.
This will probably be the last play of the game. So this will be their final shot. They go after the quarterback, picked off at the 7-yard line, and he's going to run it back for a touchdown.
And take it back by number 24, Armory Merriman.
93 yards for a touchdown. Armory Merriman.
Final score, 41.
They won't bother with the extra point as they make it 41-0. And what an exclamation point. They have one last shot to try and get on the board. They threw the pass. Merriman picked it off at the 7-yard line and went 93 yards for the touchdown. Not bad. So St. Mary's got it done. They were shut out on their first possession with an interception. They got it back with an interception. They scored back-to-back touchdowns, 85 yards in 7 plays. Brown going 24. Anderson got his first extra point, 7-0. They got the ball back. They went 77 yards in 4 plays. Brown went 47 to make it 14-0, and that's where it stayed in the first half. In the second half, St. Mary's came out and scored in their first 2 possessions. They went 54 yards in 2 plays, aided by a penalty. Brown got his 3rd score, going 32 yards. Anderson was good for the 3rd time. They got the ball back on a short punt. They couldn't get the punt off. The punter was tackled, and Kalangis went 29 yards for the touchdown. The point was good, made it 28-0. Then they went 71 yards in 10 plays. Kalangis got his 2nd going in from the 3. The kick was good again for 30 to make it 35. And then KIPP, trying to get on the board, drove all the way down. They threw a pass out in the flat, and it got picked off by Omri Merriman. 93 yards later, he's in the end zone, and it was 41-0 St. Mary's. David Brown didn't play a lot in the second half. It was all Kalangis. Kalangis wound up with 159 yards. Brown wound up with 111. Panius had 2 carries for 29, and the quarterback Potter, that was the question mark they had coming in, who was going to take over the quarterback spot, and the quarterback, Aleph Potter, the junior, did a very nice job directing traffic. He got everything done, and that front line of St. Mary's just caused havoc with KIPP. They just kept barreling in, knocking them down. They had no chance. The quarterback was running for his life when he was throwing it. He was running for his life when he was running with the ball. They wound up with minus 12 yards rushing. They completed a couple of big passes in the first period, a couple of passes in the first half. They wound up with 163 yards passing, 6 first downs. 2 of those came on penalties to St. Mary's, as that front 4, especially Nick Sacco, just completely dominated for the Spartans, and they controlled the line of scrimmage, and if you do that, you control the game, and St. Mary's did that. So St. Mary's will go to 1-0 on the early season as they shut out KIPP. They win it by a score of 41-0 in the opening game here at Manning Field. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.